Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel, the channel today, as we're going to be discussing RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, or Drag Race Down Under, because that's the appropriate title. Thanks for tuning in. It's episode 7. It's a drag family makeover episode, which means I'm not going to have a lot to talk about. I will get down to the nitty gritty here, discuss who's in the top and who's in the bottom, what was a lip sync, if that was that one, and what we can expect for the finale coming up on Saturday. So I thank you so much for being here today. I thank you so much for tuning in. I promise you, when this screen gets a little smaller and we bring in our special guests, as a matter of fact, just to make sure this still works here, Scoop, that's how it's going to look, just to give you the idea. We'll bring it right back. But it'll help with this reflection. So, hi, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to start with my social medias first, and then we're going to go ahead and get this started. So, it's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that in the description down below. Just click that link. There you go. I have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, so certainly check that out. As well as I have reactions to each and every one of these reviews on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. As low as $1 a month, you can watch all of these reactions. And I just got this posted maybe 45 minutes ago, so you can watch my reaction to this episode. I also am bookable on Cameo. Now, my birthday is literally 10 days from today. It's not this Saturday, but the next Saturday coming up. And if you want to drop me a little bit of love, by all means, here you go with the paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. I'm also going to be moving as well at the end of the month. Not by choice, not by eviction, not because anybody's mess was mess, but because the apartment complex that we're at is renovating and they're actually changing the entire layout. So they're going building by building, removing folks, aka we're not going to renew the lease. Since they're not, I'm in the process of moving. I have found some places. We're just crossing our fingers to get accepted here. I ended up getting furniture yesterday. I don't know how I did it, but I got it. It was just a random question. My friend asked me, hey, do you want some furniture? I have a whole bed, a couch, a love seat. I don't need it. Do you want it? I'll give it to you for a good price, and a good price it was. So, bam, I got my furniture from my new place. It was like that. So, as things seem to be going well for me, and I'm keeping a positive attitude this year about this, yeah, I have a good feeling how things are going to go. I'm trying to keep that good feeling and not allow any negative energy into my space or place. So, wish me luck on this journey. I am very stressed when I get off of this camera. This is actually the best part of my day, is talking to y'all. So I appreciate every one of you for being here. Sorry I wasn't here Monday or Tuesday. I was not in the best of health Monday or Tuesday. I was very sick. I feel a lot better now. So let's get this started now. Because a lot of people have certain feelings, or they, I guess, find themselves upset over nothing. Cue the girls who are upset at Ariel for the movie situation, because I'm disgusted by these racists. But this has nothing to do with that, as this is just for shits and giggles. This is a fun show here to make you have a good time, to laugh, as well as to go over one of our favorite shows, favorite episodes, favorite people on the show. So this disclaimer is for the girls that don't know. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and don't reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some Activia and have yourself just that, okay? Because I don't have time for it anymore. I really don't. I just don't have time for it. So I appreciate every single solitary one of you for being here today. Thank you so much for the love. I'm so sorry to anybody who may be facing something right now or currently going through any negative situations. You know I have your back, and I'm praying for you just as much as I hope you're praying for me too. But no, for real though, like, hold it together, everybody. It's a lot going on. Every damn planet is in retrograde right now. So the girls, oceans are moving, and rain is pouring. But keep it together, babies. We're going to make it through the storm. I can't believe my birthday is coming up next Saturday. I do want to do an Amazon wish list. I saw that y'all were asking about that or someone had mentioned it, I'll just reserve that for Christmas when I moved into my place and I have everything set to go. Because I would have done it for here, but since everything was told last month and it was kind of like y'all have to get shit together, that's why it happened. So we'll have that wish list for Christmas. I know y'all will be, if you want to do that, that's certainly an option. It's certainly not necessary, but I do appreciate the love and I thank y'all for your support here today. Ain't nobody having to jump in on what I got going on, trying to make it their own thing. So we thank you for being here. Now, let's go ahead and get this show started today. If I'm doing this a little faster than usual, is because that's not that much to talk about, but also at the same time, I have a lot going on that once I get off of here, I got to get back to another set of things to do. Plus, if you are a Drag Race Philippines fan, by all means, the review will be tomorrow. The reaction will be posted tonight on my Patreon, okay? All right, so here we go. As an Aries, I had a full mental breakdown. Oh, Tato, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry, my love. Please, please. Listen, before I start this up, hold on. Because I feel like it's not just me, and I know it in my mind that everybody else is feeling something. Let's just take a second here before we start this review. Whew. Whatever negative energy, whatever negative person, whatever negative situation that is in your life, I rebuke, I push away. Find that good energy, find that good love, get that spirit inside of you right now and just let it be. Let it consume you with that good, good shit. Okay. And whatever was messing with you ain't messing with you no more. So I rebuke it, I remove it, let that energy go. Let's stay positive, let's stay happy, let's keep a good mindset here today. Okay. That's what I'm going to do from now on because I found myself lately diving into the deep end with people and I don't have to do all of that. God has been good to me and I've been good to myself and my friends, my real ones have been very much a blessing to me. If I didn't have friends like Scotty by nature, Jamar 84, along with the Boys Night Out crew in the panel, as well as all my other friends out here in Houston, baby, I wouldn't be here. Okay. And shout out to my pop too. My dad's been actually kind of cool this past week. So it's very interesting how things have been happening for me that I wasn't talking to somebody. Now we're back in this conversation again. But again, keep that good energy, y'all. So lots of stuff's been happening. I didn't think I was gonna get any furniture. I was like, girl, I'm gonna have to wait for all that. That should happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking that as a sign. I keep looking up like, oh, so we're doing this, huh? Yeah, let's go. And that's just where you need to keep that at. So by all means, if you got something bad going on, fuck that shit. Move that out the way. Hold your head up high. Let's push through, babies. I ain't got time for this. Move out the way. I'm with my girls and we all need space. Ah. When Matty Rants steps through, part like the red say. Okay, I had to change up the lyrics there. So now you know why that's my favorite song, Keebs, because it gives me energy. So let's get this started with the Drag Race Down Under. Hey, David, thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go. 3 points to make before I start this review, and I like to do that now with my live reviews. Definitely the edited ones are coming back very soon. Trust me, I've been getting into the zone again to do it, right? I listen. I don't want to shade the lady that went home this week, but I did not see you in the top 3. I will say though that you gave a good fight and a good run this season. Okay, I'll get a good fight and a good run. That self-saboteur is what kicked your ass this week, and that's the T. The fact that you sat there in front of the person you're making over and basically admitted defeat, I said, now come on, sister, it's not popping. Queen Kong finally gets an extra win and deserved on top of that. But in reality, my favorite 3 people made it to where I thought they were going to be anyways. So I was fine. I was fine. I was fine. So let's go ahead and get this started today and talk about this episode. Now, the drama has left the building as there's no longer a hill for Beverly to stand on. And it's only Spanky, Hannah, Queen, and Molly Poppins. Now, I was attacked by Beverly Kill stands recently on other social media platforms, either in comment sections or in private messages. I want all of those fans to know I blocked and deleted all of your shit. I don't care. I don't care. I have no ill feelings or ill will towards Beverly. Fuck off. Okay? Great. So I just want to make sure that you understand I don't give a shit. I don't. I do not. I do not. But some girls were not happy that Queen and Hannah were able to still stay there. They just weren't happy about those two. They couldn't believe someone who had a really bad past could, actually be hold themselves accountable and then be a good person. And Queen just being one of the most wonderful people in the world. It is what it is. How dare these people do well? God forbid. Ah, but they did, and you will always have to see that over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I had the same thing happen for Philippines too. Some girls were trying me on that one, but again, I'm too old for that shit. I'm too cute for that shit, and I'm too blessed for that shit. So I'm no longer gonna entertain folks and go back and block, delete, move. Just keep on moving. I know I've said this speech before, but I'm gonna follow it this time. Now, what does this conversation include? Bitch, we made it to the top four. This is the key. Hannah was happy that she won this last challenge. Spanky sitting over there like, girl, I almost went home the first week and now I'm one of the top babies. And Molly and Queen need a little bit more than one star to enter in to the finale of this All Stars. This is not All Stars, by the way. Just making sure you know that. Queen Kong has no problem holding up Molly. Listen, I was glad to see that strength. She was carrying Patton Oswald into that goddamn workroom. And I said, well, God. Now, Hanaconda, I don't know if your knees are insured, but Spanky's about to Jackson that ass as she was on top. And we watched Hanaconda find out what the struggle really was. Either way, it was a cute moment for them to walk into the workroom. Light conversation, light moments here and there. I am not going to drive this car too far. However, I am going to tell you what I did take from this conversation. And Queen, don't do it. But when I find that Queen says, well, I don't even bottom like that, I said, well, that was me. Well, I said, what? I was like, what? Bitch, I was like, what? Like, get loose now. Because that was me. Yes, that's a score for the bottoms. All right. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. But I caught that. You admitted it. I'm gonna hold you to it. Yes, I am. No, I'm a Christian. Oh my gosh, stop it, you guys. How dare I talk like that? That's why they won't put me in the algorithm anymore. Keep it too real. No, but bitch, is this not a gag that this man popped up on the screen? Not like literally. He wins the Emmy for White Lotus. Shout out to Murray Bartlett, by the way. Shout out to the cast of White Lotus. I know some people weren't really happy that they won at the Emmys, but I was geeked because that was one of the shows that got me really interested in HBO Max. And I can't wait for season two. So for the fact that Murray Bartlett popped up on the TV screen, they were talking about White Lotus. Mind you, this aired on Saturday and the Emmys were what, Monday? So please think about that timing and how that kind of worked out in its own way. Like literally comes up on here to promote some show at the same time, give the queen some love. He's a part of the community. And then he wins an Emmy. You need to watch White Lotus. Okay. I'm not going to get into Emmy conversation only because this is not about the Emmys. And I would love to have a conversation about that because Quinta Brunson was robbed of a special moment on stage by Jimmy Kimmel, who is known for painting that face a whole nother color. But just to be clear, if you're thinking about watching it, Enrique, please, it's a good show. And I would tell you it's going to be like one of those if I were to describe White Lotus in a single breath, it's a anthology series that will have different locations. This one I think is like in Hawaii or something like that, but it starts off like a murder mystery. So at the beginning of the episode or the beginning of the season, they're going to show somebody being put in a plane in a casket, and then it just cuts, and everything from there is left to you watching the show and knowing who was it that ended up getting killed, who was the person that did it, how did it come, and then all the stories that intertwine with it. It's really good. It's a really good show, and it stars Natasha Rothwell, who was also nominated for an Emmy. Shout out to her. That's my good sis from Insecure. Okay, and she also was on Sonic the Hedgehog as well. So by all means, Natasha got nominated for that role. I'm glad Jennifer Coolidge won, but Natasha also deserved it just as much because they both were killing it. White Lotus was a great show. Let me just stop talking. Okay, let me stop talking. I was happy for everybody but Sydney Sweeney. No shade to Sydney. I'm not gonna do her like that, but yeah. Anywho, it just was a gag to see Murray Bartlett pop up on. It's on HBO Max Cubes. Yeah, it's all HBO Max. HBO Max. That's where you can find it. But I was just gagged to see him because I was like, holy shit, bitch, you're now an Emmy winner. Ah! Like, sorry, it gave me a moment because honestly, to see him eating that boy's booty in that show after going on a bender, it's one of the greatest moments of television. This man took. That's where you get the whole. There was a joke about them taking a poop in a suitcase. That's where that came from. For the people that didn't catch references that he was making, as well as Hannah Donda and the rest of the cast. Well, he could take a shit in my suitcase. That's a reference to White Lotus. Please watch that show because that was a crazy fucking scene. Definitely not soapy TV, but it is a little Knives Out, but not Knives Out because there's not a detective. There's nobody that's running around going, who did it? It's more so like we're just following the story along and you're finding out things as stuff sort of progresses and everyone's story is intertwined. Yes, David, nobody is denying that. Sheryl Lee Ralph deserved her flowers, being the only second Black woman in the Emmy history. Do you see why I didn't want to get into Emmy conversation? Because now we're not even talking about Drag Race Down Under. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I will have that conversation about Cheryl later, more than likely on the panel. I will give her more than the flowers that she deserves. I've been a Cheryl Lee Ralph fan since the 90s, okay, when I could understand what was on my television screen. So we'll give her some time there. But right now, I'm going to focus on the show. And the reason why White Lotus is being brought up is Murray Bartlett's on the screen. But hey, thank y'all for your interest in being here today. Please hit that like button. I am going to move on. But yeah, Murray Bartlett showed up to give them some words of advice. Shout out to him being a new Emmy winner. Continue. RuPaul, an ascot, an open button shirt, and a nice tailored suit, entered the workroom to tell the queens that their maxi challenge will be one of her favorite challenges, which is going to be a makeover challenge. But she didn't really allude to it too much until we brought in our first flaming queen. Just kidding. But the gag about this is, and what I liked so much about this sort of relationship when it comes to what's the word I'm looking for? This situation is that Keelan, who is our I'm in a pink, green, blue, very loud shirt, is a part of the community. He's family, you know. He's one of us, right? But what was crazy is that they brought in his dad, who is Tony, right here, his cousin, who is Tyler, and his uncle, who is Paul. So it wasn't just okay. We brought in a whole bunch of random strangers. Let's make over some folks. No. They said, we're gonna bring in a super fan, but we're gonna bring in his whole family, and you have to do the actual family. Like that's a gag, and it's all men on top of it. So I thought to myself, okay, we're giving challenges. No one's face is already gonna be feminine. It's gonna be very much lots of strong jaws, and let's see what we can do here. My nose is running to feel in my pocket. Give me a second here. Matty needs to just blow his nose one more time. Okay. I said if I am going to sorry. um sorry. I have to send that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to send it. Sorry. So, la. Let's get into this. Sorry. It was a good message. I had to send it. Okay. So continue. Maddie, shh, be quiet. How were these queens picked, everybody? Would you love to know? Hi, Jason Coyote. Oh. I don't know why I did that. Please forgive me. That probably was the corniest thing to ever happen to you. My apologies. Hey, never forever. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all that's tuning in. Hi, 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 hi. Love, love, love. They rock, paper, scissors for this. Yes, that actually happened. This was not prompted by the queens themselves like we have for challenges on what roles to get. No, 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 baby. They had RuPaul said, y'all can just do a nice plain game of rock, paper, scissors. I was like, can y'all get a bag next time? What's up, Cedric? Y'all get a bag for these babies. Get them a purse or something. Ooh, a purse. A Teflon purse? Oh, well. Anywho, I didn't realize it was paper scissors rock. Is that it? Can someone out in the Australian outback? No, that's not true. Come on, Matty. In Australia or New Zealand, verify that for me. Let me find out it's paper scissors rock and RuPaul was messing with me because I was like, really? Not rock paper scissors? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I thought that was interesting. She would be like, but down here it's paper scissors rock. Is it? And where have I been? But rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's how I play. Boom, 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 bam. Boom, 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 bam. Boom, 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 bam. That's how we playing. Oh, it's rock, paper, scissors. So she was playing with us, Feral Kitty, because I know you're in Australia. So she was playing. She reversed it since it was down at. Me. See, she's trying to teach me things. It's paper, scissors, rock for me. Really? Hmm. You know what? We're gonna let this go. This will not be a deep discussion on whether the paper became before the rock. Oh dear. Okay, so listen. I love that y'all call her Hannah Donda now, and that Hannah Conda, when we do talk on IG, does refer to herself as Hannah Donda. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Spanky. Hi, Queen. Hey, bitches. But seriously though, it's so funny. She said Hannah. I love Hannah Donda. I was like, wait, because I live for that name. I love Hannah Conda, but I live for the name Hannah Donda. I don't know why. Anywho, Molly won the first go at rock, paper, scissors, so she picks the most feminine one, assuming that's going to be the easiest to work with. Okay. Queen goes second and ends up getting the cousin, which I thought was that's who I would have picked based off of honestly just personality. I want the quiet one. The one who I'm going to be able to have a conversation with, who's probably going to listen a lot deeper than the other folks would and not set in their ways. I'm picking the quiet girl. So I was with Queen on that choice. It'd have been the cousin. It would have been the cousin. Then Hannah goes next, right? Yeah, Hannah goes next and picks the dad. And then Spanky is left with the uncle, which ended up being one of the best things to happen to Spanky because of what was so relatable for each of them. Does that make any sense? We'll talk about that individually here. But that's how they're set up, girls. Molly got the sis, Queen got the cuz, Hannah got the dad, and Spank got the unk. Bam. Okay, we're gonna get to him in a second because I was a little bit pressed on behalf of Molly because it kind of was like, are you really doing this right now? Do you not see there's only four people in the room? You talking about Molly? And then when they got on stage, and she was a little bit of a Debbie Downer, I was like, oh my God, not you threw that girl under the bus. Like, why? Why? Why would you do that? Like, that was so messy. I mean, on trends, but that was that was that was messy. So I didn't really care for him a little bit towards the end because it was like, girl, you're kind of fucking him. You kind of fucked over Molly a little bit, just a tad bit. Like, So, anywho, I'll push forward now. Molly, listen, Molly. I ain't gonna shade you, but I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna keep it real, girl. That face was a whole nother shape in a different planet for you, and you were not ready to terraform that sucker with your makeup brush. Period. I'll take off my glasses for that. Girl, I love you, but let's talk about it, Molly. You might have done a better job picking one of the older gals because there had been more room to work with in his face. This man looks like he has a keto diet, okay? And only drinks like some sort of vodka and club soda mix. No shade, Keelan. I'm not trying to shade you, babe, but just hear me out on this. If Beverly was still in the competition, that's who she would have been paired with. I put that on God. If Bev was still here, that's who would have been perfect for her. And I'm not even shading him. It was just like Molly has a face that's a little rounder, and I'm not talking about body. I'm just referring to her having a she has a lot of she can do a lot with her face because of the shape of her face. This man has a little bit of that masculine energy, but it's not giving it. And so when Molly was trying to paint, it was kind of like, oh no, because she wasn't painting for that structure. She was painting for a one-story building. That man is low key a 10-story business complex. It's just it wasn't and I felt bad for her because he very much was strong in his opinion. And it was like, baby, the queen is the one running the show. Okay. You gotta let her pick and decide and what to choose. Now I am gonna get to her decisions as far as what were made because I wasn't feeling this kind of quiche. She said sweet and sour. That drag was trash at the end of it all. Not to say she's trash, but you know what I'm referring to. It was a little bit of a low key, it was a brick. But we'll get there in a second. And I mean the brick that Jasmine Sullivan threw someone's car brick, but that might be too colorful. We might have to go with a lighter brick. Anywho, um, now Hannah Donda over here is actually getting along well with Tony, right? Tell me I'm right with this name. Yeah, with Tony because Tony reminds Hannah of her father and they're getting along really well. Now, getting along really well does not normally necessarily mean that they're going to do very well, and that was given. But with Hannah, you know, she wanted to be respectful to Tony, give him his time, but at the same time, build a rapport with him because he was a cool guy. I like Tony. Tony was funny. This whole family was kind of a key, but the dad, the uncle, and the cousin were a key. You know what I'm saying? It felt like the brother or the son, I should say. Excuse me, the son and the cousin. There we go. The son was doing a lot compared to everybody else who really just sort of like filled in the blanks that were necessary. And he was just trying to make a spot of his own. It was a little annoying. Now, when we got his breastises in there and that wig, you could tell Tony was like, oh, it was funny. I did like that scene. Now, once Spanky found out that this man was from Parm or Parmy, as you know, Parmy, as Spanky likes to say, that it was over. Once Paul and Spanks had that in common, it was over. Spanky thought to herself, you know what? This is going to be a lot of work, but there's already a relationship building here, and I can feel and understand who this person was. I think this was a great choice for Spanky. Mind you, Spanky didn't even get to choose this person. This is who was left over, but it actually worked out in their benefit. You know, they say things happen for a reason, and when it's right, it will be yours, and whatever is to come will be. This is who she was supposed to be paired with. I put that on everything, and it worked out for her. He was funny, just like Spanky, had a personality, just like Spanks, and there seemed to be something touching inside of him too, a little bit of sadness as well, something like that as well that goes with Spanky. But you know, when he got emotional and Spanky was getting emotional at the same time, I was like, oh, that was me. Oh, I was like, I feel it between these two. So I already knew this was going to go down. Now, Queen Kong is like, baby, if I don't get a win today, it is more than likely I'm going home. T. And even though in my fantasy book that would never happen, but Queen got the right one for me. Now, I am nervous looking at the shy cousin, thinking, okay, is he just feeling uncomfortable because this is a little bit of a gay experience? It is going to be uncomfortable. I mean, he's on TV doing this for the first time. Let me just figure out who he is. Queen took her time. And she did not rush him. She did not pressure him. She did not throw any of her energy onto this baby. It was very much, I am disconnecting myself from this situation about what's going on in the competition. And I'm focusing on this person who reminds me of my brother, who in reality, he reminds me of my brother Bobby. So, like, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, there he go. Because he tries to act like, you know, I ain't going to talk about my brother. But sometimes he tries to play too cool for school and I want him just to be looser and it just really kills me and he can be very quiet sometimes. So I was like, This was a great pairing as well. I think Spanky and Queen were at the best marks here. I think Hannah was too. She just didn't do nothing for that man's makeup. And Molly was at a disadvantage because she was dealing with a queen that was all right. I want you to fill in that blank. There we go. That was but I think I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. Because at first I was like, oh, he's going to be uncomfortable. And I feel it in his skin. And then as it all went up, it was like he's loosening up. He's feeling comfortable. And you could see Queen like really being able to navigate through this moment here and finding out who this person was and not putting that pressure on him. You know, not putting that pressure on him. A little bit of the energy. It was a little. It was motherly and fatherly at the same time. Is what I felt like when I was watching. I said, okay. Now, of course, there's fun moments in the workroom. We got to get our camera time in here, sister. How's the heels working? Listen, that walk off was the key. That walk off was the key. First of all, how the uncle, the daddy, and the cousin do better than the son. I told you he was doing too much, baby girl. Slip. Whoop. Banana peel. Not we're playing Smash Brothers and someone pull out Diddy Kong. Weep banana. Unc was pussyfooting through. Cousin was pussyfooting through. He gave a little hunch a little bit. That's fine. And the daddy was pushing. I said, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now here come see, look at me being kind and not taking a picture of the sun falling. Look at me being kind and not taking a picture of the sun falling. Because baby, when Molly Poppins said death drop, I said, no, baby, that man fell. Okay? We gotta stop using words that don't exist now. That man fell. Okay? He not only fell, but his recovery was very, if this was a season of All Stars, it's going to be edited out to make sure they win. I hear someone right now, you're shading her. No, I'm not. I'm making jokes at people using that narrative towards that, baby. Just saying. Freak out, freak out, freak out. Look at me. All right. I know you did, Feral Kitty. It was like wham. It was like splat. Is she all right? Is she okay? I cannot wait till y'all see that interview with Taste when they finally get closer to DragCon UK and start dropping those videos of those interviews. I got to say that to Taste, and I loved it because she let me say it. I was like, girl, I know I sound crazy, but I don't care. It was like wham. It was like splat. Because I was like my favorite quote she ever did. I was happy I got to say that in front of Taste. I was like, I have to tell you my favorite quote, and it is when you wore Ellie Diamond out. You say he got it with Grace. I say he got it with Grace Adler. Okay? You're welcome for that reference. Honey, what is this? What's going on? What's happening here? It looks like your shirt just has a whole bunch of, what was it? Whipped cream. Y'all don't remember that episode when Karen and Grace like were messing with each other and they ended up getting stuck in the elevator? Oh, moving past that, RuPaul steps into the room to ask questions and figure out what's going on and if they're in the right direction here. Because the runway theme is opposites attract. So it's not necessarily this is your sister, sister, or this is your mother, mother, or this is your, and all that. It's not that. What it is they want it to be, and I think this is a better choice for them to do personally because not everyone's going to look alike family wise. And we're not doing like adopted family bullshit here. And I'm not saying that's bullshit, but you know what I'm referring to. Like when they get to the stage and it's like, well, this is my adopted sister. We're not doing that today. What they want to do is to have some sort of resemblance, but to play with the idea of opposites attract. Sweet and sour was one of them. Good and evil, or, good queen, bad queen. Forgive me, Hannah. All of that. So make something with the opposite parts of it and put it together. Okay. So RuPaul, I think, already knew what was up with that group. Now, when she got to the other folks, that's what it was really different. And especially with Spanky and Paul, right? That's my uncle's name. That's not my uncle, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Paul. Ru lived for them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, this man's funny and he's quick. I like that because RuPaul loves some wit. an intelligent being who's witty, does not take life too seriously, knows how to have fun, but present something with it and is presentational. I feel you, Rue. One day, Rue, we're gonna have our conversation. We will talk. And you're gonna drag me. And I'm gonna be like, you right, you right. And then you're gonna be like, now, Maddie, do you want to be on the show? Yes. And then I'll be on the show. Manifestation. I have a feeling that if I ever got on Drag Race, Rue would have to cut me up first. And then be like, okay, now you can go. Because, bitch, I didn't think it was funny when you said this, is that, and the other. I take it as I've done before when I've talked about anybody. And I have then spoken to them. And they're like, Matt, I didn't like when you said that. You know what? I take it. I ain't going to be like, well, girl. No, I feel you. My bad. I was just being funny. But if that hurts your feelings, I'm wrong on that part. I thought it was funny, but I could also be still wrong for even thinking it was funny. So, either way, conversations with Rue. These are classic staples in the Drag Race world. Woo! Now, I knew Queen was winning from this moment right here. I felt Spanky was almost there because it was that emotional moment they had. I said, okay, this is working storyline wise, right? But when we get to Queen and the cousin, come on, Maddie, you know this baby's name. A scroll, a scoop, Tyler. Very soon. Very soon. Very soon. That could be the end of the year, but it's going to be soon. I actually, I had a part in my drag journey that I've been working on with my face that I'm very happy with because I looked at it, saw what it looked like. I sent it to somebody on Drag Race to see what they thought of it, and they gave me some critiques. I clipped it a little bit. They said, "Oh, there it is," and I'm happy with it. So now I'm playing with some stuff. Okay? Give me a minute. I told you I have to be comfortable and I have to feel like I'm in that environment before I can just do it on my own. Because like people doing my face is whatever, but like me doing it is a different story. So yeah, but I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's funny because when I move into my new place, I have made on my vision board, it says go wig shopping. On my vision board, it says go wig shopping, buy shoes. Go wig shopping, buy heels. It's oh goodness gracious. So yeah, give me a second. Again, if I ever do anything, I want to be perfect. It's my Virgo rising in me. I'm a Libra, but it's my Virgo rising in me. I have to feel comfortable to do it. Because if I don't feel comfortable, I will never come out half-assing it. Not my style. Back to this. I knew Queen was winning from this moment because again, we had nothing but examples of Queen taking her time with Tyler. Let's work on loosening this face up because I don't want to say that you're wrong for feeling how you feel. I don't want to say that you have this kind of da going on or whatever, but I want to ask questions and let's just start to loosen things up. Like, let's start playing with our face a little bit because we have to figure this out. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, if we're going to do a drag family makeover, that's how I'd run it. Like, it's not just about let's find a look and get the face together. Like, I'm already thinking of a quick beat for this person that's going to be really pretty. Like, and another reason too that y'all need to understand why I'm taking so long on my makeup is because if I get on the show and I get to a point in the competition where there's a makeover challenge, I don't want to be lip syncing that day because I made someone look a fool. So I'm practicing. Ah, I'm just learning about eye shapes. I thought I knew everything. I do not know shit. I'm just learning about eye shapes. That was a very long tutorial video I watched today, as a matter of fact, while I was getting my face ready. Either way, this was that shit that I love and I breathe for. Queen was doing what Queen does best, which is being personable, not just talented, because they're very talented as well, but that personable factor that I love with people on Drag Race or on any sort of reality TV show, where it just doesn't seem like, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem like it's for TV. It seems natural. It doesn't seem forced or honed in on something. And you can say I'm a little bit biased, maybe because I talked to this bitch, whatever. But in reality, I call it like I sees it. And I have since the beginning of the season, before anyone started speaking to me. I get nothing but realness. Nothing but the realness. But I like that Tyler was opening up and was like getting into it a little bit and realizing that what he may have thought he had to do was not necessary. It's like you don't need to be a full-on, Parker queen, okay? Like you ain't trying to be Saucy Santana. We ain't trying to do my hops. None of that. Like just fill in the blanks here. Fill it in. You know what I'm saying? Just sort of what do you want to give? And if you do that, okay, let's work on this and give encouragement as you're doing it. So I love that. Now, on the opposite end of that spectrum, dun, 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 bitch pudding. No, not that bitch pudding, and certainly not my Dragula sister bitch pudding. Shout out to my Libra sister, birthday the day before mine. We get into, well, I thought that sour was supposed to be sexy because I low key wanted to come here and look like a slurp. So, if you could just do something about this and make that. And I'm thinking to myself, I literally watched Molly Poppins put chains on top of this look as if that was going to fix or create the design that she was going for. Let me tell you something, Molly. Your idea of putting her in this and calling it is already the first job. That wig is the second. The breast bib belongs on you. And we get that. But listen, he had a lot of opinions for me, and I kind of felt bad for Molly in that moment because she was now working against somebody's opinion that was negative towards hers. And then what happened was is that she started to break down in this process while she was getting this baby together and get very in her defeated atmosphere. And so he didn't take that the way he should. I saw him being complimented and woosah in the background, but baby, when we got to that stage, I was pressed for Molly Poppins. I'm like, why would you do that? Either way, the next day happens here. Of course, they're all happy to be back in the zone. It's lots of love. And it's really but the family. It's the family. Norvina shows up on the screen because, this isn't the season she wants to be there in person. I'm just kidding. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, cover girl don't cover boy baby, but Anastasia do. And Anastasia, you're right, because the palette that I've been working and playing with Norvina. What the fuck am I talking about? Norvina. I've been, ever since I went to DragCon and I got that little Anastasia palette that you gave the girls, the ones with the VIP passes for. Do you know that is the palette that I have been using to carve this face and figure it out? So shout out to that palette. Because those colors were like perfect for me. And I was like, oh, this is the stuff I want to learn from. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're also filming in New Zealand, so like I can understand why. You can't find your palette yet? Where are you looking, girl? Where are you looking? I think I did send you the video I saw where it kind of, well, then again, I'm a different complexion than you, Nine Tails, so I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. I'm gonna ask my friend though for you specifically, who I know is same tones and textures as you, who is a beast with her makeup. I'm gonna send you something, Nine Tail. I'm gonna send you something. Remind me later. But no, I like the one that she had in the palette because it was warm colors with a couple of glitter sparkly moments. So I was like, oh, I can work with this. I can work with this. But yes. I believe that's Anastasia's daughter, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if that's her niece or whatnot. I believe that's her daughter for Anastasia. Now, the next day comes in. Y'all don't know how happy I am to see a bowl of water and some shaving cream and a razor blade. Do you not know how many seasons of Drag Race I have watched these babies sacrifice lambs on their faces? Okay? I am so happy to see water. I am so happy to see some Barbasol on that man's face or Gillette. I don't know. Sensitive skin, maybe. And what looks like a 3-blade razor cutting his face. I am so happy. Y'all, I get itchy every time I see them dry shave. I have the most sensitive skin on the planet. My face just got used to me putting all that eye makeup that I've been doing. Because the first time when I was in LA, y'all didn't know this, and I was doing my eye makeup and the girls were painting me, my eyes were breaking out from all the makeup I was doing. So, like, I got very nervous, like, oh, I can't do drag. I'm going to be breaking out in hives or whatever. But no, I had to learn what products to use that would work well on my face. And Anastasia is that girl for me. So I was like, okay. I also learned about the base I have to put on my eyes. I was going to make my eyes not break out as well. Because some people can just do color on what, but I have to put a base underneath this bitch. So that part. So I was very happy to hear that toot, 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 toot. I was toot, that sound of that blade. Toot, toot, toot. Oh, he did what I just did like 3 days ago. And yes, I saw a comment about my beard growing back in. Thank you so much. Again, I every 2 or 3 months, I'm gonna cut this sucker all the way down and have it at 1 millimeter of length and just let it grow back naturally so it just has a better growing. So yeah. I can't do the dry shave. So I was really happy. Exactly, Sam Mature. That was one thing I learned through who was I watching? Was it Jackie? No, it was what's my Jackie? I don't know. Was that her? Had to be. That I was watching she was having a conversation about that. And I was watching Monique Hart do a drag race tutorial on makeup too. I'm waiting for Taste's video. I low key I should just call Taste. Like, girl, when are you free and just gonna go into paint? Can I just call you on FaceTime and watch for a second? um, but this was such a sweet moment. I'm telling you what a great team this was. With Paul and right? Yes. Paul and Spanky. God, I like it when shit works out really well and that energy that is shared between the two is transferred through the TV screens to us. Like Down Under, you had some great casting with Spanky and Queen and Hannah Donda. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I do miss a couple other babies. I feel like I wonder what life would be like if Minnie Driver was still in the competition in top four, or if Yuri Guy got there. No shade to the other babies, but those two in particular for me. I always think about what would happen if they got to this level instead, and what would it have been like for the rest of the competition. Why did I say driver? Why did I say driver? Thank you for that, Stephanie. Correct me. But why did I? What? Who is Minnie Driver? But I feel like that's somebody. Wait, whoa! Come back here now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna Google it. Minnie Cooper, don't you come for me, girl. You know you're my inbox too. Shout out to Minnie Cooper. I love you down, baby. Hold on. Now I gotta look this up because I feel silly. Hold on. Let me just look it up first. Minnie Driver. Did I really? Did I really? Did I really? I know why I said Minnie Driver's name. Can you tell me why? Not for Goodwill Hunting, Never Forever, but I mentioned a show that she was on, and she played a great guest character for quite a couple episodes. Can you tell why now? Can you tell why? Can you tell why? Not from Goodwill Hunting. I did love Goodwill Hunting. That was a good movie. But now you know why I said her name. Because I mentioned a show earlier that she was on, and now I know why. Thank you, Rebecca. It was Will and Grace. Because that was Stan's mistress. Minnie Driver was Stan's mistress. And remember, she had this horrible accent. Oh, yeah, she was a Southern Belle on Beauty Shop. But it was her Will and Grace role. Her accent was so like, I loved it so much because she was on purpose. But yeah, she was Stan's mistress on the show. So that's why she was in my brain. Sorry, Minnie Cooper. Sorry, Minnie Cooper, but you know what I mean. All right, pushing forward, moving on. Another silly moment with Matty. Who's this guy? When this face got in the mirror, I said, "Oh, everybody lost." It was move out the way. Queen got the Kong and still say, "But baby, like, come on." When the Queen come through, part like the Red Sea. Well. I remember somebody was writing this really nasty comment on my Twitter page about Queen Kong because I did this reaction on TikTok, and they thought I was attacking Beverly Hills, but I was just very going with the situation. So their response was, you're just mad at Beverly Hills because she's beautiful and white. Y'all remember the comment, right? And they brought up how Queen's makeup is so fucked up and crunchy and this, that, and the other. Honey, 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 honey. It's never been and never will be. One. Two, if this bitch can paint someone else's face in the same sort of regard to like, oh, this is how someone would want to feel going out in their first time in drag, not giving too much. This is a nice, natural little a light beat. It's a good beat. It's a light beat. You know what I'm saying? Like Queen, like, oh, she looked better than me, but low key, like, mama, you gave her that natural beat. Okay, like you kind of like didn't give her a drag beat. No, this is like natural beat. Like put her in some real clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like some off the rack shit, like spook girls. Okay, gag. I was like, oh my god, gag. Not that you made her unclockable. Either way, I said, okay. Now, if the cousin got a little feminine, then it would really change the factor. But it was just such a great moment. But in contrast to this, on the opposite side of the scales here, on way over on the other end, Molly bubbling over here. I don't know about popping, but Molly bubblings is trying to figure out how much time they got left. And 45 minutes most certainly ain't enough working on that mug. Now, if they had just focused on what was supposed to be done and not someone trying to tell Molly what to do, I don't know if she was going to be. Actually, lies. I think Molly wasn't ready to paint this face at the time, and she had ideas and should have worked her time out a little bit better. But at the same time, this man did not make it easier for her. Oh my God! No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Thank y'all for tuning in to today's episode 140 plus in the room. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family where we whew, get to look at some things every now and then and talk about our favorite LGBTQIA plus programming. So hit that like button, please, please. As a YouTube content creator, it's so muy necessary. And also get in that comment section afterwards. And drop me a tip. My birthday's in 10 days. Wee! It looks like he's about to attend the Chromatica concert. Like, all I ever wanted was love. Oh, wow. He's like, what can I help you with? Child, what can you? First day in drag and you want to help? Oh, sister. Like, no, we're good. It's okay. It's okay. Like, let me go back to that moment before I get on to RuPaul's wrapping paper dress. You know, yeah, him saying that he didn't like what she was putting her in already put a nail into the coffin of unconfidence, when it comes to Molly Poppins. Like, bitch, you like, let's be very clear here. This man was dragging her low key. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, this is the style that you wanted to do. Like, this is not at all what I imagine I'm coming into her with. Like, this isn't scream sexy. And I want to be like sexy. I want to be like what really sour is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at Molly like, girl, she barely figures out how to put her breastplate on. You know what I'm saying? You want to do all this today? This is the same lady who wears the same contact lenses for every challenge. You really doing this right now? See, here's the thing. I think he thought that this one was a front runner. And he didn't realize that she was like literally up for elimination by the time this episode started, by the time the sun cracked. And he thought. And so now it's, girl, I don't know what you doing, but baby, if you only knew. If you only knew. That wig is atrocious. The dress is ugly. But the dress would be nope, maybe, nope, nope, can't find a way, nope, nope. All right, I'm done. But I needed to make sure, like, let's be very clear here. As much as Molly could have done a better job, he is definitely, I'm putting some blame on him for how her emotions were going into this. Like, you second guessed her. She already was feeling some kind of way. Time is ticking down. She became a defeatist. Now, did she need to do all that in front of him? But that's a moment. It's very relatable and real. Sometimes you gotta talk it out versus keeping it internal because bitch, if it's internal, it can be even deeper. So I appreciate him for trying to help, but that felt like it all went down the drain when they got to the stage and he low key threw her under the bus. So, but no, this isn't cute at all. RuPaul, Merry Christmas. Mm. Merry Christmas. Yes. Merry whoop Christmas. This ain't the bad single. To you. Listen. Now, I thought RuPaul's wig and makeup was fabulous and lovely today, and while I did enjoy this dress, I kept staring at it like that would either make an excellent gift wrapping paper or possibly be someone's cover on their binder for school. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too. Or a shower curtain for like the fun one. But I thought it was a nice. Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it because I know the panel's gonna say different. I'm keeping it. I thought she looked lovely. I know the panel's gonna say different. I thought, well, yeah. But it's definitely giving me a cover of a trapper, keeper, binder, possibly gift wrapping paper from the fun uncle, and a nice shower curtain in a very loudly colored bathroom. Either way, I still liked it. Everyone has the right to their opinion. It is a fun shower. Like, bitch, I would live for this in my shower. Like, oh my God. Like, imagine if it's like dark and the sun hits it. Ooh, it's going to be really. I think this dress would actually look really great in the sunlight when the sun hits it, you know. You heard me, Nidra. You heard me. I think it's a great wrapping paper. What do I like about it? I think that it shines in the right light. I think that when they were making this, they were having a good time. I think that by the time it was finished, they thought about it really well. And I think that whenever they finished putting the look on, they were excited for what was to come. And I think that's the best part about it, the excitement that followed putting this together, placing it on, and continuing down the runway. It was truly remarkable. Remarkable. Michelle Visage, Pompadour, Pompador. I actually like this little hair. I like this hair from Michelle. I gotta be real with you. I was kind of here for this look. I said Michelle kind of ate a roux a little bit in this white jacket with the sleeves. I'm sorry, I enjoyed it. I thought this was cute for Michelle. I was here for it. She was giving mom. She's giving mom. Angela, listen. I don't want them to think I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. I love the show. Did I say it was cute? No. I gave you different options, for RuPaul's look. I told you in 3 different places where we could find that paper. Okay. um, I loved it. Come on, the hair was giving London B, right? And I loved it. I liked it. I thought Michelle was giving. I was like, okay, Michelle, this is plus. I was here for it. There, it gave me what I would want Michelle to give in these situations, which is mother of the house or auntie. Reese, this is the 3rd jacket in a row I have said, "Oh, bitch, I need in my life." This jacket is everything. The lapels that are on the oh, honey, I think it's a bop. So I'm here for our good friend Glenn. I am. I am. I cannot wait for October 5th, mind you. But I think that Reese was killing it. I thought this jacket was fabulous. Also, thank you, Reese, for I am noticing your comedy and some of the shit that you do when they get the camera on you is epic shade. And I love it. It is fun, but y'all have to catch Reese. Reese throws jabs and they're good too, but they're all laced and fun. Like what? Really? Like all that kind of shit. It's not just it's not for keeks. Like he's actually like really. He's funny when you get to know him or sort of like pick up on his bull. It's very very that. All right. Opposites attract is the category here. First up is Queen and Sister Kong. Puss, 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 the whole way through. So let's go ahead and give it where it needs to be given. The hair for Queen, everything. The look on Queen, pop. This is one of my favorite outfits that Queen has worn this season. I was here for it. You know, now the sister Kong, that's where it really is the challenge here today. That's a completely different person. I love that there was a reveal too. Ooh, Anne had a reveal with a cinch waist. They were being a little bitchy. It was very that, very that. So I enjoyed this from the two. They seemed to be actually related. There was an opposite attracts moment that it felt with this. It was a bop. I was here for it. It was a bop. No negatives here. Molly Pop, Molly Bubbles, and Candy Floppins. Maddie, that's not kind. Whatever. Molly Bubbles and Candy Flops. I just want to scream for just a second here, but I'll be kind enough to put myself on mute. Thank you for your patience. Why does it feel like this is the cover of a scary movie coming to theaters soon? Hush, the sequel. This time, the face. Like, okay, continue, Matthew. We not. This is the only photo they took. Their theme was sweet and sour. Did you get it? 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 These are the looks. This is what they wore. This is what they thought was a good idea. To be honest with you, if we're gonna be real about it, maybe he wasn't wrong. Maybe Keelan wasn't wrong. I mean, maybe the approach was wrong. Probably. But whoo, girl, I would have said pumpernickel and sourdough. It ain't right. Listen. Okay. I like the idea of sweet and sour. What I saw was none of the above. I saw it looked like they came from that what was that movie with those ugly people in it? What was it called? Baby Jean, Baby J. What was that thing called with the guy, the Crybaby? There we go. They look like they belong on the set of Crybaby. As I make sure I am talking about the right movie that I used to see a long time ago, and it's been forever since I've seen the movie. Let me see here. It is the movie with Johnny Depp. I gave y'all a deep cut. I just told you my age. Oh my God. I just told y'all my age. Just stop. Let me stop. Anywho, it's a chop. Burn it. Spanky and Flash Jackson. Now, let's be very honest here and say that Flash's face needs to be only shown in flashes, okay? However, can I be honest? And it just might be the Spanky charm along with Paul here. I kid you not. Like I think personally, Paul. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen. Maybe because y'all were so cool that it just didn't really like I wasn't focused on the fact that, possibly Paul or Flash Jackson here could eat somebody live, but like this was kind of fire. Like the whole pineapple on pizza and its opposites attract. Like she is the pineapple holding the pizza. That's the pizza. Like this kind of actually worked really well together. It really did. And now this lace, I'm gonna forgive Spanky because I have seen Spanky's lace all season. So what was I expecting her to get it right on Paul? Like, nah. Like, I'm gonna let it go. Now, is it visible? Honey, Visalign. Okay. Woo! It's right there. But I gotta give Michelle credit with this one. Yeah, Spanky's makeup journey has been really bomb this season. And to be real with you, this was just a fun look. So I am gonna say that wig that's literally sitting damn near on the forehead is like, oh, okay. And it could be different, but at the same time, what were we expecting? What were we expanking? What were we expanking? Either way, I thought this was a cool look for the two. I think that Paul was feeling his shit and I was here for it. Wow, that face. But pop off. Pop off. Pop off, Ete. You're beautiful. Pop 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 pop. Hannah Donda and Hella Gator. Oh, hella all right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's hell. Listen, Tony, thank you for being an awesome dad and being there for your son and your cousin, with your brother and all that. But hell no, Hannah. And I love you. Hell no, Hannah. Hell no. Hannah Donda and hell no is what that should have been. Hell no. Hell no. Fuck that. Okay, look. I think Hannah looks fine. This man is ready for 6 feet in the ground. Period. Like, nope. You know what? I know they had fun though. They must have had a good time, and that was great to see. And I'm happy they had a great time. And things were fun, and life was good. Dad, son. Whew. Jesus Christ. Girl, it's like you got to go to church after this one. Take it out. Like, But, hey, I love that Hannah's like, this is supposed to be good and evil when Hannah actually did something evil to his face. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be that girl, but let's talk about it. No, for real though. Like, if they did the category, they might as well did it correct. They did it correctly because Hannah did a crime on their face that was evil. And possibly they bless Hannah with the spirit of love. I don't know, but yeah, opposites attract indeed. Bad makeup, good makeup. I think they got the cast. Y'all make me read. I think they did the category correctly. Crimes were committed, charges were filed, cases were dropped. Ooh, I'm not talking about Minaj either. And speaking of which, don't bring that shit over here. I'm not. I was so disappointed in social media for these past couple of days. Woo, that's a lot. We're not even gonna go there, but yeah, Hannah, this was killer. Literally. Rest in peace. My God. I couldn't even find good photos. I was like, well. Backstage, Hannah and her fellow Hobbit, Molly, already knew what the gag was. It's gonna be them two going against each other. And Hannah just said, baby, I'm a Park and Bark girl, so FYI. Hold on, y'all. My computer is about to die. Oh. Okay. Did we save the computer from dying? We did. She said, I might not, I don't know. I think Hannah was very nervous because I don't know if she has confidence in her lip syncing or what we saw from the edit, but I was a little concerned. I was a little concerned. Okay. Um, Either way, after judging commenced, I'm shocked I got an hour into this review. Queen Kong has made their second. Look at Spanky being a friend. That's my friend. She won. Come on, Spanky. That's my friend. Queen has her second win of the season, which definitely puts her up there in the contender category with 2 wins on the boards. Both Spanky and Hannah, I think, both have 3, but still contender on the board. Because both Hannah and Spanky will have had a bottom placement throughout their entire season. Of course, Queen has 2. Now, Queen wins $5,000, and apparently they gave her cousin or the cousin some makeup, a makeup palette. I'm like, girl, if you don't give that to Queen, give that man a trip or something. Or $2,000 shit. But shout out to Queen Kong. It was a deserved win. She killed it this episode, and I was happy to see that Queen got to do something that she loves. And not only that she loves, but again, we saw that heart coming out as she's wearing her heart on her chest right here. That heart was on full display. Now, the bottom 2 our favorite hobbits from the Shire must lip sync to Gandalf's last battle, the Conti remix. I'm just playing. The Joel Plus remix. No, I'm kidding. Heartbreak in the City, Steps, and Michelle Visage. Let me tell you something right now. I never thought I was going to ever hear this song, and I knew it came out. No shade, Michelle. I don't look for certain things, right? So this was my first song that I've heard. Like the first time I heard it. Not the first time I've heard it. Wow, that sounded really. Come on, Matt. It's not the first song I've heard. It's the first time I've heard this song, right? Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is kind of the key. Like, I was like, oh, that is Michelle. I was like, oh, okay, okay. Like, it was kind of cute. I was like, oh, download now. Wish I gave this time when it first came out. Shame on me. So I gotta give Michelle some credit here. Her vocals were all over that mother. I was like, okay. Let's be honest here. I don't want to be. Let's just be very clear. Molly, I think even if you beat Hannah in this lip sync, you were gonna go home anyways. And I'm not taking that away from Hannah because I actually enjoyed Hannah this lip sync. I don't think they were going to keep Molly Poppins. Like, and to be honest with you, Molly wasn't doing anything extra besides squeezing her breastplate and fluffing her wig up a couple of times. Just to be honest with you. You know, Hannah was walking across the stage, pointing, turning, spinning, all that, parking and barking, doing a little bit extra for a park and bark. Maybe she was on a treadmill versus parking, you know. Maybe she stopped and got some water. Ooh, a salad bar. That kind of tease. But after this season, after how the last couple weeks went, I didn't see it from all. No shade. And not for the second season. Like, I don't think they'll start doing top 4s until maybe season 3 or 4 if Down Under gets that, right? So, yeah, Hannah with 3 wins. This baby with 1 win. This is also Molly's second time in the bottom having to lip sync. The first time was against Yuri Guy. Yeah. I think Hannah wanted it. Hannah did the best that she could. I'm not shading Hannah for her lip sync. I thought it was decent. I would have tipped. I'd tip Molly too. But like, I just watched it go down. I watched that camera focus on one person a little bit heavier than the other, and I said, ooh. Well. But I thought, you know, hey, they focused more on Jada than Giselle for that lip sync for Canada, but you know Giselle won, so I also, not to shade Molly, I do want to see what Hannah gives for a finale tease. But I am nervous for her because they're gonna have to perform to RuPaul's song. Who is she? I was actually happy it's one of the songs I like off that album. Who is she? I said, oh. Okay. So, you know, okay, We'll see. We'll see. I got one more in Lee. I'm like, Matty, that is a pet peeve. You know, when I was taking broadcast journalism, they were dragging me for every time you say that, boy. I was okay. So let's just be real here. And thank you. Yeah, 161 in the room. Hit that like button, please. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine, mine, mine. So mine. I put a spell on you, and now you're gonna see. I'm sorry. Hocus Pocus is coming out too. I'm so excited. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. I'm so excited. Even though I got asked on a date recently, but I don't think that they want to go see this scary movie with me. I really want to go see this movie called Barbarian. I don't know if they want to go see it, y'all. I might have to go see it by myself. That sucks. I want to see it on a date. It's a scary movie. We're supposed to go. Anywho. All right. Past the Winifred sisters on the left-hand side. I know, Molly, you were trying. I know. You were trying, baby. But Hannah Donda is the winner of the lip sync, and Molly got popped. Listen, Molly, it was a good run, though. To be real with you, I'm happy that I saw some things I really, really enjoyed from you. Now, that rap is another story, but you also had to work with something to have that rap go together. So, listen, I'll be watching out for Molly in the future. I think she honestly is a force. I can't wait to see what else comes from her. And I'm going to leave it there. No shade to Molly Poppins here, even though I threw a bubble. I said she got popped. But hey, it was a fun run for Patton. I enjoyed it. I really was. I was here for it. So listen. Episode 7, Drag Family Makeover, Drag Race Down Under Season 2. I got a lot going on in my life in the background, but I am still able to get up here and present content. And I love it down. And I feel like I keep it real and still keep my good energy with it as well. And as you can see, 2 days off does Matty some good. Definitely not flustered. So, do me a favor before you walk out that door waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more, but hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. That's the remix with Biggie. Dump. This one goes out to you. Dump. I'm a Biggie fan, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. I could do the 10 Commandments verbatim. I know that song verbatim. I'm gonna have to listen to that actually after that. Unbelievable. I know verbatim. Sorry. Okay, let me stop. Anywho. Thank you for tuning in. Please take care, everybody. Please give yourselves a pat in the back for waking up this morning, for trying to do anything that you love to do, and for maintaining composure if someone tried you today. Maintaining composure takes more strength than somebody losing it, okay? Ooh. I'm not ready for y'all to be that close to me. Love me. Look at me. Skin looking better. I've been trying to stay less stressed out lately, and I've been changing up my liquid intake. I used to do a lot of juice. Now I only buy juice that's like either 0 sugar or like cut in half. And then I have to drink nothing but water for the whole entire day. I also stopped drinking milk. I love milk, but y'all, if you remember my Twitter, after that horrible Monday, I will never eat from IHOP again. I had food poisoning from IHOP so badly to where I was like vomiting and you know what, for like 3 hours straight. I lost so much water and I was in so much pain the last 2 days. So I feel good right now, but I am never ordering from them again. It's that water, girl. It's that lower your dairy intake, that dairy. Ugh. I love milk, but I'm gonna have to like make it like an every now and then thing for me because apparently with my body and my skin, and she don't care for it no more. So I'm noticing that with me lowering my milk intake, I'm like, oh, okay. So IHOP is International House of Pancakes, even though it's not international. FYI. International House of Pancakes is what IHOP stands for, but it is not international. It's like, what the fuck? They do breakfast and they do lunch and dinner. It's very American themed, American type of cooking. and every now and then Tex-Mex. So I got the French toast combo with 2 eggs, a hash brown, some turkey bacon, and an OJ, right? And so it's very United States of America, calling themselves an International House of Pancakes. It's weird. Either way, it's a breakfast joint just like a Denny's, right? Just like a Denny's. Just like a Denny's. Yeah. Every now and then it's good, but you honestly have to like know where to go, know who works there, and you'll know the difference between IHOPs, right? So I got this at maybe what was it, like 10 a.m. in the morning? It was my breakfast. I said, "Oh, I'm not gonna go to Whataburger," which I should have did. I was gonna go to Whataburger and get some breakfast. I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and get it here. Mind you, I have breakfast at the house. So I was like, I don't know why I didn't make food. That was my lesson one, too. I ordered something I normally get, but I should have really inspected the food. I did not. Um, Everything seemed fine. And I was going to heat up my French toast because I wanted to eat that last. And I literally just finished eating the eggs. I like just finished. Hash browns are gone. The eggs were going in there. Baby, I put this on everything. That last bite of eggs, I felt this weird sensation in the back of my jaw. Like the welling of like liquid, like spit was just like forming. Because if you have to like vomit, you sort of like your palate sometimes like starts to moisten itself for the rough road. And I was like, oh no, something's not right. So I was like trying to get to the bathroom and girl, I left so much like stuff sitting out. The dog was all over the place. I'm like, get in your cage. Like it was a lot. And then it just was a mess afterwards from there. It was definitely coming out both ends. It was really bad. When you're like, you like have your stomach's hurting or you feel nausea or whatever, and that feeling of it's coming, but it won't come. Oh God, that was me for like 2 hours. I was sweating in that bathroom. I had to go get water. I lost so much water in there. It was a lot. I was so dehydrated. But either way, I just didn't eat a lot for the rest of the day. I took ate some soup afterwards, did light stuff in the stomach. So we were good. But after that, just like Applebee's, it's going to be a while before I go back. Because the first time I ever had any food poisoning was at an Applebee's. 5 days I had to take off of work. I was bedbound, could not move, vomiting all day. This one, yeah, it was like a quick, like little bug or whatever, but I can't go back. It'll be a while. But I'm turned off from the experience. And I used to love me some IHOP, but man, it's gonna be Denny's. Cause and I know it was the eggs. It had to be the eggs. Nothing else was hitting my stomach that hard. But at the same time, it's just like, oh yeah. So I did let them know. I like hit up IHOP through Uber Eats. Like I had got a really bad tummy ache from this. IHOP is sending me a little $20 gift card, by the way. So shout out to them. Thank you. Or at least the person who was the owner of that restaurant or who was the manager is sending me a $20 gift card. But she's like, you can come pick it up or mail it. I'm like, just mail it to me. So that was nice of them to do. But there was a positive moment out of that. They certainly responded faster than Domino's. Okay, y'all. What's up, Eric? I have to go now. We're done with the review. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm got into my own story, but I don't know why. I felt like talking to y'all. Sorry. It's been 2 days. I missed you. If you want to vomit, if you want to be my vomit, you got to get down my throat. So what you think about that? Now you know how it feels. Wet. Okay. I gotta go. I will see you tomorrow for Philippines. For the review for that. That sounded so bad. I hate when I do that. Get lazy. I'll see you tomorrow for the review for Philippines. We're not gonna have an Untucked review, y'all. I'm gonna just wait till the panel because these last couple of Untucks really haven't been a lot to discuss. So we'll just include it in the panel for right now. And then Saturday, actually, That's right. Instead of doing it normally on a Monday, this Saturday we'll be doing the Drag Race Down Under review, since the finale will be this week, and I'll be doing it a little early, and then the panel will be Sunday, okay? I'll do another Monday, Tuesday off bit, since that's working best for me. But don't forget, my birthday's Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So, yes, I'll be excited for the so yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Jason. Thank you all for tuning in. Please support your boy. Hit the thumbs up button, like right now. Like hit that thumbs butt. Yep, no, we're gonna keep it. Hit that thumbs butt button. Hit that thumbs butt. Get in the comment section and let me know what you thought of this episode and what you hope will happen for the finale. At this point in time, love back to you in Germany, K. I am Team Spanky. I am Team Queen. I am Team Hanadonda. I'm Team the top 3. Love those gals a lot. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please take care. Once again, hug yourself for me, okay? Hugs and love. I'll see you tomorrow for Drag Race Philippines. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.